Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the whole effing show on Facebook and Twitch TV. And this is the semifinals to determine who will represent the whole effing show. And we start the one of two matches in the semifinals for the GM Wars tournament with the man who defeated Andre the Giant. Some call him the Architect. Some call him the Beast Slayer. Some call him Monday Night Rollins. But Seth Rollins, with a huge opportunity here tonight to advance to the finals and kill two birds with one stone, as he could get redemption against the man that eliminated him from the AEW TNT tournament back on Dynamite on episode 3. Kenny Omega here tonight. And I stand corrected. Seth Rollins It was episode 3. I was right. I just had to double check real quick. And this should be a good one. And his opponent, from the Best Bout Machine and PWI 2021 pound for pound best professional wrestler in the world, Kenny Omega, the Cleaner, the Belt Collector, looks to do what he did to Seth Rollins, as I mentioned just moments earlier, and eliminate him from another tournament in their first ever meeting since that long triple threat years ago with Daniel Bryanson. Kenny Omega and Seth Rollins square off for the second time ever on the whole effing show gaming channel. Can Seth Rollins even the score? Or will Kenny Omega continue to have Seth Rollins' number? And we start the first of two semifinal matches here tonight. Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins. Two men who are two-time PWI Wrestler of the Years. Nice combination from Kenny Omega, the Best Bout Machine. It was Omega welcoming Seth Rollins to AEW 2K, defeating him in a tournament, episode 3 in the TNT tournament. Omega would be upset by Tommaso Ciampa the next round. He would go on to get his revenge by targeting first Johnny Gargano and retiring Johnny Gargano from AEW 2K, which would lead to a match at the first ever GM Wars cross-promotional pay-per-view Starting Point, where Omega would get his revenge on Tommaso Ciampa and retire him from AEW 2K as well. Seth Rollins looks to even the score and get revenge, as it was Omega who eliminated him from that tournament. Tonight, he looks to do that to Omega. But Kenny Omega, V-trigger! V-trigger! That just might be it. Seth Rollins able to kick out Kenny Omega, cannot believe it. That was a brutal V-trigger. Kenny Omega, he was cheated out of his spot in the Elimination Chamber. He was supposed to be one of the people in the Elimination Chamber, but Cody Rhodes pulled some strings backstage and ended up having Omega start the matchup. Omega would still go on to make it to the last two, but he would come up short to the reigning defendant Jon Moxley, who did have the luxury of being the last person. And right when I say that, the one-winged angel, is that it? Seth Rollins kicks out. Seth Rollins kicks out and Kenny Omega cannot believe it. And Kenny Omega with the V-trigger. The second V-trigger, Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega cannot believe Seth Rollins was able to kick out of the one-winged angel. And this is an Extreme Rules matchup. Anything goes. And Kenny Omega might be getting desperate. Going for that weapon in Seth Rollins, able to take advantage. And now Seth Rollins has the kendo stick, but Omega able to disarm Seth Rollins, and now Omega going to work on Seth Rollins with that kendo stick. What a matchup here tonight, completely different from their Iron Man Classic. This one is getting extreme as both men are fighting on the outside. As you notice, there is no padding. Omega cannot believe Seth Rollins kicked out of his finisher. And Omega is letting Seth Rollins have it. He is furious that Seth Rollins is still in this. Seth Rollins charging up a little bit. And now Rollins with a suplex, bringing Kenny Omega back into the ring. And now it's Rollins looking for a weapon on the outside, but Kenny Omega stops him from getting one. And what a maneuver from Kenny Omega. I've never seen that move ever. I don't know what that was. I thought he was about to do Tetsu Naito's Destino. Instead, he modified it into a stunner of some sort. Seth Rollins tossing Omega continuously into those steel steps. And those steel steps have no give, and Seth Rollins take advantage of the Extreme Rules. It was Omega who introduced weapons to this matchup, but now Seth Rollins with 4 consecutive chair shots. That just might be it. That might just give Seth Rollins a major advantage in this matchup. Seth Rollins has been brutalizing Kenny Omega on the outside of that ring with those steel steps and steel chair. And just over and over, Seth Rollins, like a man possessed, and he's picking back up the chair. He's not done with the chair assault. Kenny Omega finally able to get that chair away from Seth Rollins. Man, Kenny Omega took a beating on the outside of that ring. And now Seth Rollins might be the one with the advantage. But wait a minute. Now it's Omega using the steel post. And Omega bringing the action back inside this ring. This is the first of 2 semifinal matches. Can Kenny Omega eliminate Seth Rollins from a second tournament? And wait a minute, one-winged angel for the second time. That's gotta be it. And it is. Kenny Omega advances to the finals of the GM Wars tournament. As we look at the highlights, V-trigger from Omega. Seth Rollins, gotta give him his due. He kicked out a one-winged angel, but that second one would seal the deal for Kenny Omega and the best bout machine. And that second one, that was it. No one kicks out of two one-winged angels.
Here is your winner, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega goes on to the finals. Will Omega represent the whole effing show against Fresh and Frost TV in the main event of United We Stand? And as we just found out, Kenny Omega has punched his ticket to the whole effing show's finals. And will he take on the man that he actually qualified for the tournament with in the first place, Ron Simmons? It was Ron Simmons in the match of the night of the quarterfinals in a Hell in the Cell, with an incredible victory over Kota Ibushi, the third man in that team to qualify. It was Omega, Ibushi, and Ron Simmons picking up a victory against AJ Styles, Jay White, and another opponent. Can't recall at the moment, but here we go. His opponent, the man who defeated Bruiser Brody, the General, Walter.
And his opponent, representing the Militia from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Walter.
Winner of this matchup will go on to face Kenny Omega in a 20-minute Iron Man matchup in the finals. People always like to compare Walter to the wrestlers of the past. Last night he proved that Walter can hang in any time era of professional wrestling after picking up a huge victory over one of the toughest wrestlers in all of history, Bruiser Brody. It was a smash mouth back and forth brawl. But in the end, the man known as the General, Walter, came out victorious. Walter had the hardest road to qualifying, as he had to defeat 19 other superstars in a Royal Rumble for the last slot in this tournament. And he is not letting it go to waste. But can he defeat Ron Simmons in a last man standing match? We are about to find out. Ron Simmons, first ever WCW African American World Heavyweight Champion. And he looks to be the very first cross-promotional Fresh and Frost Gaming and the whole effing show gaming GM Wars Heavyweight Champion. The biggest championship in all of the GM Wars series, because it's the only title that's defended on all four brands: AEW 2K, NXT 2K, Ring of Honor 2K, and ECW 2K. And Walter with a strong closeout. Cranking on the neck of Ron Simmons. And Walter, he got an old soul, man. He is old school with it. But is Walter, for as great and technically sound as he is, going to be able to defeat Ron Simmons? Ron Simmons is just a different breed. He's grandfather tough. He's cut from a different leather. In some ways, you could say the same for Walter, the longest reigning NXT UK heavyweight champion. European uppercut from Walter. And a nasty spine buster. Walter having his way with Ron Simmons so far, and that was a nasty chop. One of those trademark chops from Walter. And the referee is starting the 10 count. I think it's going to take more than a chop to keep Ron Simmons down for 10 seconds. But if anyone's going to keep Ron Simmons down with a chop, it would be the man who is best known for chops in all the business, Walter. Nice dragon leg screw from Ron Simmons. I think Ron Simmons was just taking some time to get a breather. And I know Walter is not going to lose by a dragon leg screw. Both men taking their sweet time getting up. They understand the other person cannot attack them or the count will be restarted. Walter with the short arm clothesline. And Ron Simmons. Oh no, that clothesline was a little stiff. But Ron Simmons able to get back to his feet, and this match continues. Ron Simmons doing the smart thing, rolling to the outside of the ring. But in this matchup, oh my goodness, that was a nasty spine buster on the concrete. And I see why Ron Simmons lured Walter to the outside of the ring for full impact on that concrete with that spine buster. There was no give. And Walter, it looks like he's doing the planking challenge right now because he was just laid out. And Walter is pissed off powerbomb. And Walter, he could have went for the stop, but he's not done with Ron Simmons yet. Deadlift German suplex. That just might be it after that vicious powerbomb. But we see Walter and Kenny Omega in the finals, or can Ron Simmons muscle up? Ron Simmons doesn't look like he's getting up. Ron Simmons at the last moment able to get back up, and Walter clubs him right back down. Ron Simmons is not losing with that little punch. Ron Simmons getting back up, and Walter knocking him right back down. Walter does not want Ron Simmons to get back to his feet clearly in this matchup. That spine buster did some damage, and Walter is not going to allow for Ron Simmons another opportunity like that one. But Ron Simmons getting back up to his feet again. And Walter for the third time. Come on, Walter. This is getting Bobo, bro. And this time, Walter finally oh man, Walter slipped up. Ron Simmons gave him a left hook. And now Ron Simmons, oh man, what a backbreaker. And he straight blindsided him. He straight blindsided him. Clothesline to the temple of Walter. That might do it. You see those type of attacks at the club all the time. Someone getting sneaked from behind. Ron Simmons taking a page out of Hood Avatar's Sneak Nation with that attack. And a nice counter for Ron Simmons into a DDT. And now it's Walter, who's in major trouble. Can he get up from that counter? Walter is able to get up from that counter. Ron Simmons is staying on him though. Ron Simmons smells blood. And wait a minute. Don't tell me. The Dominator. The Dominator. That just might be it. Ron Simmons finisher, but Ron Simmons being petty. He kicked Walter in the back and messed up the count. And Ron Simmons being petty hits a combination on Walter. And will Walter stay down? It's like Ron Simmons caught his second win. I don't know why he didn't let the ref count after that Dominator. But I see now, Ron Simmons able to punch his ticket to the finals. And he will go on he will go against the other person that he had advanced to the tournament with, Kenny Omega. Can Ron Simmons defeat both members of the Golden Lovers to advance to the Ultimate Finals at United We Stand main event against Fresh and Frost Gaming TV's tournament winner? Thank y'all for tuning in to the whole effing show.